Oh, we clocked in. Hey, what's going on, party people? Now, if this is your first time here, welcome. It's definitely a pleasure having you here. I go by the name of L'Esprit. I am a spiritual healer. And technically, as a spiritual healer, guys, what I do is that I help people to become in alignment with the person that they are. And pretty much, you know, um, it's pretty much self-mastery. You becoming whole or fully healed. Hold up. I got set. I got set my shit on fire over here. Gotta light that shit up. Um. So yeah. So when we're talking about pretty much my job as a spiritual healer, in terms of helping you to become whole, it's pretty much putting yourself together. It's the self mastery, it's self consciousness, pretty much. But for you to do that, you have to understand those different aspects of yourself. But most importantly, you got to understand how they work, right? And then only then can you make it yours. To master anything it simply means to make it yours. You're making something mine. I'm making this mine. Part of my routine, like you mastered how to brush your teeth. You don't even think about it. And there was a time you go like this, you go up, you go down, you go to the right, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So when you master anything, you make it part of your life. That's what mastering is. But just like anything else, too, right? You have to understand how those emotions are being created. Then now you have to understand your emotional pattern, how they work. And then now, when we talk about the wounded child, we're pretty much talking about emotional blockages. I mean, the wounded child, in the occult term, which I'm going to break down shortly, is simply referring to those early, because we have emotions that are built up, right? So it's only referring to that very first time, the very first thing that triggered you, to become this whole person that you are. Then it could be, what I'm saying, you've been raped. You know what I'm saying? Or your first time you saw a dick, it was too big. Whatever the fuck, you were a kid, or whatever the fuck that dramatic shit that happened. Or either you choose to suppress that emotion, and those are the blockages. So once you understand how your emotions are being created, without me going too much into it, because that's why I have the Patreon for, you know what I'm saying? But you still listen. You still in the right place. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Worry about it at all. Uh-uh. Mm. Don't worry about it. This is on the house. Don't worry about it. Nigga, I'm walling. Yeah, so, you know, for you to master your emotions, you have to be aware of all this different aspect on how your emotions work, right? So, and then now you have to, it's pretty much the same idea of mind, body, and soul. So, for you to put yourself together, have all those different part of you to be in alignment, you have to master them. That's why a spiritualist is also looked at as the magician, the alchemist, the person in charge. This is letting it's on you, player. Game doesn't start until you say so. So what are you doing? Are you playing or you know what I'm saying? What are you doing? So again, this is another way of saying too, because I normally talk about what the meaning of spirituality is. This is a great opening, that to let you know that spirituality is truly nothing but just your regular life. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Now if you're coming back, you already know I'm breaking bread already, baby. You know what I'm saying? You're not even late. Even if you're just now showing up. I mean, we're like what 4 minutes in. You're not late, Nick, and you didn't miss a thing because everything is just right. But anyway, that's that alignment too. Welcome. It's always a holy communion. Now, especially if this is your first time here, as part of my routine, I think it's only fair as a spiritual healer, since I'm going to be using spirituality to convey my message or, my point, whatever the fuck, that is, you know what I'm saying? Besides you being the living mind, because as a spiritual healer, ultimately, the point of this, even in the Kabbalion, is to let you know it's all mental. It's to attain that state of enlightenment or becoming the Christ, the Buddha. That's what this shit is all about. Knowing yourself. And a lot of us spiritual masters, we came here, or spiritual healers, shaman, psychics, whatever the fuck. Or big up to all these motherfuckers because we're all doing the same job here. We're all doing that realignment by helping you to do it. But anyway, when we're talking about, for most people, generally speaking, when they talk about spirituality, they say, something that's outside of us, meaning it's not part of our regular life here. It's over there. Stranger, I don't think I know what you're talking about. You just don't know, right? And then other people look at it as it's a religion thing. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about spirituality, it's religion. And the most sophisticated dummies, now they let you know, it's a belief system. So therefore, you don't have to be part of religion, but if that's your belief system, that's your belief system. You know what I'm saying? Ironically, it's all part of it. You know what I'm saying? It's all part of it and more. Now, the more part of it is ultimately when we're talking about spirituality, it's nothing but your story, the story of the spirit. And now, when you're talking about, let's just say, religion, all of these things are created by us. So when we say it's all mental, now the Kabbalion, now, if I'm not sure, I guess a lot of people should know about the Kabbalion by now, but let's just assume you do know what the Kabbalion is. They talk about it's all mental, right? But everything that they're saying, the Kabbalion didn't activate. It's not when they said it, it was all mental. You know what I'm saying? These niggas were just reflecting what was already taking place. So we are witnesses. You know Jehovah Witness. I get you. I see you. See you. I'm a witness too, nigga. That's why I'm testifying. You feel me? So, this is our testimony to the, what I'm saying, about the spirit, our experiences, our earner. I mean, that's what makes it the human experience too. It's that experience, isn't it? Yeah, that's what it means. You know what I'm saying? And I'm your captain, baby. I got you. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna send you in the right destination. But now, you know, yeah, it's not for everybody though. You know. Many are called. Many came through, try to do it, but just a few can do it. This is not a quantity thing. It's a quality shit. But anyway, again, and then now we use the occult. Now the occult now is the knowledge that is used, for you to know who you are. What they do, they give you a better understanding of who you are. For instance, they help you to acknowledge the occult side of you, meaning those hidden side of you. You have a conscious mind. Ooh. But guess what? You have a subconscious mind. Oh shit. He sees everything, is conscious of everything, but now the conscious mind is not conscious of what. In other words, the subconscious mind is more conscious than than the conscious mind. But all of that is talking about who? You. Now the occult is talking about the part that it's helping. In so many words, the Indian called this, a world of illusion, Maya, or this physical world. The occult now is giving you a deeper understanding. It's helping you to truly see it as the illusion that it is. Niggas, I'm giving it to you like gently right now. I'm not even pausing on that one because I shit. That's what I'm doing. Guilty of charge, nigga. I'm working. You know what I'm saying? Giving it to you raw, nigga. Oh, I'm swinging out here. You know what I mean? You are. I love this shit, man. But anyway, I'm saying all of that to say because I need to get to what we're going to be talking about tonight, and I'm not going to make this one long. Saying all of that to say, when we talk about spirituality, it's nothing but your regular life, and it's being said in so many different ways, through religion, through that's why I was saying it's part of it and more, because your life is being shaped by, let's just say, you say it is a belief system. Well, that's because of the way you're looking at it. Our perspective matters. Like, life is what you make it. That's why you are the creator of your life. I mean, I apologize. I mean, but I want it to be as easy. Listen, like, you know what I'm saying? Eat it, nigga. Just eat. Press your mouth, you know what I'm saying? Eat it. Chew that shit. How the fuck else do you want it? So that's why I tell people, man, even when you're being subjective, you're still objective. There's no way outside of it. That's why, and even in the Kabbalion, like I was talking about, it didn't activate anything new, but it's telling you it's all mental. It is all mental. Change your mind, change your thoughts, change your life. Hell yeah. Why? Because you are the creator, motherfucker. You're looking at it from a quantity perspective, meaning you're looking at it from a physical perspective, changing your mind, changing your thoughts, but internally, you also changing your life internally too. In fact, true change can only take place internally first, then it'll be shown in the outside. That's how it works. That's why they tell you seek the kingdom of God and everything else will be given. And not even that, the Kabbalion tells you too, the law of correspondence. As it is within, so it is without. So therefore, like even when they talk about, like the law of manifestation, it wasn't at that time people started manifesting. Oh no, no, no. That's why this shit is not a secret. Or it could be a secret, I don't know. But not to me. This shit ain't no secret, motherfucker. That's why I was a marketing genius too. Like in terms of motherfuckers, like what I'm saying, the fucking Illuminati. What's happening in this company? Who's sucking somebody else's dick? Well, they're gonna give you a secret, nigga. Sir, you want to know, what I'm saying? The Bilderberg, whoever the fuck, what I'm saying? The secret companies or families and all that shit. Well, nigga, let's give you the fucking secret. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, everybody's talking about it. How the fuck can it be a secret, nigga? Yeah, yeah, they selling you the okie doke, nigga. But you can only see it if you can see it, though. And even in me saying it, it doesn't guarantee you seeing it. But hopefully, if you're able to reflect to a couple of things, then okay, well, I did something, nigga. Yeah, it was me. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? If you miss it too, shit, it's me too. You know what I'm saying? This is for who's supposed to be. That's what I'm saying. That's why if you're here, you're in the right spot, baby. Oh man, I'm gonna make it worth. Oh, hey, listen, man, you're gonna love it. You're gonna make it worth it, man. Come on now, stop playing. So now that you see spirituality is nothing but your life. I mean, not entirely, because I'm not gonna spend too much time on that too, because I had already talked about this. Check out my, you know what I'm saying? Check out the selector. You know what I'm saying? Cause shit, nigga, I probably got about like 200 videos right now. You know what I'm saying? We working. You feel me? We working. We ain't bullshitting out here at all. You tell the spirit, man. You tell them. You tell them what you see me doing over here. You know what I'm saying? That's why these niggas fuck with me. Niggas love me, man. Fuck is wrong with you? They love me. They all do. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Come on, man. They fuck with me. Now, damn, we're bullshitting for a second. Let's get back to it. Let's get into the Kabbalion that tells us it's all mental. Because I actually had two topics that I wanted to talk about, but I told Spirit, hey man, you know what I'm saying? You choose, nigga. So with that being said, if you're looking at this, you already know the title. So pay attention to how this is gonna build up. Whoa. I have a feeling it's gonna be a good one. So now, when we talk about a European perspective, and then we're also talking about an African perspective, or the East and the West, the mentality, because of what's how they see life, their life is shaped a whole different way. I'm trying to get you to see how we are creating our shit. So even if you're not religious, let's just say you're not religious or you're not into religion, you still creating your life. You don't create the same shit that these motherfuckers are creating. So again, when we talk about spirituality, it's the umbrella, it's everything. That's why we understand that you are the creator. Now we use something called the occult, just like I was telling you about, you know what I'm saying, quickly, just to go back to it, because now it's to help you to acknowledge, you know what I'm saying, the aspect of you that you don't pay attention to. It's a reminder. That's why the occult, pretty much, its purpose is giving you a better understanding of the life that you're already living. Now we're going to get to the nitty gritty here. So now, when we're talking about, you know, the East and the West, we're truly talking about a reality, different perspective of one reality, which is life. You'll see if we're talking about the West, the Indians, Africans, Chinese, they all have different gods. You know, Buddha, uh, whatever the fuck, anything on that side, they're all very similar, and they all have a different way of looking at things. I'm trying to get you to see, you know what I'm saying? It's all perspective too. But why do they think that way, and why do we think that way? Or us thinking this way, what how our life is being created, because we are the creator of our lives. That's why it's important for you to step outside of your culture because it all comes down to the narrative. And self mastery means now you are creating that story. You are in charge of how the story is being told. I'm gonna tell it my way, motherfucker. It's my story. So when we talking, but what that has, let's get to it. It's important for people to understand quantity and quality. Quantity is very strongly looking at the numbers, meaning physical count. You're looking more on the outside. Quality, now we're talking about the inherent values, what's in it. Oh, we're talking some shit because that is the foundation of pretty much the differences, the East, the West, all that shit. Meanwhile, there's one life. You know what I'm saying? But different perspective on it. And all of it's going to depend on your perspective. Meaning, not truly your perspective, but which one are you identifying yourself with? And I'll give you a perfect example. When we're talking about this life, some people look at it, some people understanding of what this life is just their physical senses. You know what I'm saying? It's just the pleasure, it's just quantity, the things from the outside. That's what a selfish world is. That's creatures. That's worshiping idols. Those are the idols. Then you need a clothes. You need to show people you got money, or you get down with the Joneses competition. Oh my God, no, I can't apologize. Or if I apologize, I can't be weak. I got to be strong. It's it's a competitive lifestyle, and it all derives from identifying yourself with only a side or a part of what your reality is. And that's what the whole European perspective is all about. Now, their spirituality also derives out of that too. That's why they separate the body and the mind. Now they tell you about duality, two poles. Not two poles that come together, that would be polarity. Because polarity at this point, they'll acknowledge, I'll give you a perfect example. Niggas that will tell you, I know there's a difference between your physical body and then your, let's just say, your mental body or your etheric body, whatever the fuck body you want to use. But technically, they're telling you, I acknowledge there's a physical side of you and there's a non physical side of you. For lack of better terms, let's just use this for now. Right? Whereas in the European perspective, they're saying, yeah, the physical, you don't want that. You want, let's just say, whatever the non physical is. Now, in African spirituality, now we're saying, wait a minute, we got a little more insight because we understand that outside body is also influenced by what this inside body is. And I'm just using layman's term. I'm not even talking about the Kabbalion here. What the Kabbalion tells you, it's all mental. You're not even shit, nigga. Quantum physics is telling you matter, it's not even matter. They telling you it's condensed energy. Meaning the Kabbalion talks about everything vibrates. So when they say condensed energy, just when we talk about energy, we're talking about vibration. Because for energy to be energy, there's got to be vibration in it. It's got to vibrate. There's got to be some life in it. So then that's why in the Kabbalion they tells you about different plane, physical plane. But the physical plane doesn't mean it's physical as in physical as you think it is. Because they understand this is a fucking illusion. It's nothing but vibration, but at a lower rate. It's vibrating low. Because understanding that, now you looking at things from a vibrational perspective. In other words, that's what looking at the matrix is. You're looking at the dots now. And that's what seeing beyond the veil means. Then now you are in the world, but not of the world. But there's a misconception, and I want to touch up on that real quick. On a lot of people, sometimes when we say we are in the world, but not of the world. So the world, this world tends to have, it tends to become meaningless to the average mind because that's what they're seeing. But if you understand it's all vibration, there's nothing meaningless. But anyway, that might be a little too strong. But let's you know what I'm saying? Okay, I was okay. All right. Let me take it easy. Strong, how strong? I would admit it was strong. Don't worry, I got you. I got something softer for you. It's gonna go smooth. You won't even like notice anything. What the fuck? I'm bullshitting so much. I forgot where I was going with this. So yeah, so I was talking about so now you understand to be free of matter, it doesn't mean you have to negate or separate matter, but to truly be free of matter is to go beyond matter. Is to embody it. Not refuting it, is to acknowledge it and more. Meaning this is a fucking illusion, but I could see beyond it. It's energy. So by you having that understanding alone, then what is death? Nothing but transformation. Why would you be afraid of dying? Not just that, you truly become water. And here's another conversation that I also want to talk about too. There's a difference between a limited ego and to free your ego or to be free of ego. To be free, no, you cannot be free of ego. You could free your ego. So it's either you have a limited ego or you free your ego, meaning you expand your mind. But all of that comes down to what type of knowledge you're feeding yourself. See, knowledge has always been represented by a tree because there's so many different aspects of a tree. In other words, what this is saying is based on what you know, it would affect many different aspects of your life. Change your life, you change your environment. Or change your thoughts, you changing your fucking outside. Do you see what I'm saying? When you love the self a little bit more, then you treat it a little bit more. Then you create boundaries. then you become independent. Like all of these things has to do with how you're looking at yourself. When you say somebody's a loser, well, nigga, that's how they look at themselves, and they act like it too. Why do you think they hate? Because they know they're fucking losers. Losers know they're losers, then they hate. They know it. You may not know it, but they do. They do. In fact, what you know of yourself as a winner, but you may not even look at yourself as a fucking winner, but you are a winner. That's why you're gonna keep going. How would I know? I'm guilty of charge, nigga. I'm part of the winning team. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, or the spiritual challenge one, right? They always blame other people. Then the average spiritual people, they take accountability. Now the true masters, they blame nobody. Now this is a same reality that is being lived in different planes. Like karma could be a bitch. You know what I'm saying? If that's where you at with it. But karma to me, I love it. I rock with karma. I am karma, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Karma. Karma. You feel me? I'm karma like a motherfucker, nigga. I'm karma. Just an inside jokes. If you know, you know this shit's funny as fuck, nigga. This shit is funny as fuck. Trust me. This not meant for the public. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. It's only meant for me, bro. It's just not even for nobody else. Because when you karma, you know what karma is? You don't like it. Yeah, karma's a bitch. That's what karma's gonna be about. But when you're a good side of karma, listen, man, I love karma, man. I love that shit. But again, we're talking about a different level of vibration. Because when you're saying I am in this world but not of the world, you're not necessarily suppressing or neglecting the physical. In fact, if you do, that's when you are in trouble, meaning you have not been freed from from matter because you have separated matter for your, from yourself. Well, when you unite it, you go beyond it. To be matter, free of matter, is truly to embody matter. You have a deeper understanding of what it is. When you have a deeper understanding of your reality, reality becomes different to you. You see, the idea of people telling you that, the secret, which is not a secret. Everybody knows, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Everybody been knew, motherfucker. But, like I was saying, as I was talking my shit, you know, you like those conspiracy shit. All right, nigga. We got a story to tell. The boogeyman and all that shit. It all started there. Ooh, yeah, beautiful, ain't it? But again, this is just showing you how it's all connected. But most importantly, just to conclude, because I definitely want to expand more on that because there's so many different ways we can actually go with this. So, and that's what the occult does pretty much. It's giving you that deeper understanding, what I'm saying, of what's in front of you. But again, it all comes down to when we talk about quantity and quality. You know what I'm saying? The more of a quality person because we all got 24 hours, man. We're all living the same, but we're living different lives too at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like I was listening to I was watching the Chris Rock shit. Right? This nigga was saying on how his daughter is, what I'm saying, went to Portugal, right? So think about this. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's in the same life with you. Your reality may be, what I'm saying, going to jail. Let's just say you in fucking jail. You're in jail. You know what I'm saying? And then somebody else, the reality is different. It's Portugal and shit. So what this life is to you, it's not gonna be the same with that life. What life is to that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? This nigga was saying how his kids speak like many different languages, man. Yeah, I goes. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, like, what? We, nigga. That's how far we gonna go. What's that shit, man? This nigga talking that shit. Fuck is the Creole or French shit? Fuck is this shit? You know what I'm saying? Then now you're making fun of a nigga's accent and shit. Where other people is like, oh, okay, what is this? What's going on? Oh, that's what you, okay. You know what I'm saying? It's different realities. Different realities. So I'm saying this to say, again, those realities are based on, obviously, you know, um, perspective, understanding what you see. For us, I know for me, like, doing the shadow work is very important. You know what I'm saying? In terms of understanding not just my emotions, but how things are being created around me. Because you may heal yourself. You know what I'm saying? What would be the point of just healing your wounded child and not being in charge of your wounded child? Do you see what I'm saying? So we don't want to just heal them. We want to become in charge of this nigga. You know what? You know what I'm saying? That's where, you're going to create a whole new reality too. That's why in life you have people pleasers and then you have people who are pleasing who they are. Those are two different paths. What you see when you talk about haters, greed, you know what I'm saying? All these motherfuckers going to come from that other side. The people pleasers. They got to act a certain way. They got to look a certain way. And of course, that's where the competition comes in because now when somebody else is have greater like accomplishment than them, then now it becomes an issue. That's what you see like when you're hanging out with losers. When you're trying to do something, the nigga like, nah, man, you can't do that shit. Nah, man, I don't want you to do that shit, man. You gonna fuck me up, nigga. Nah. Mm-mm. And that's what haters do. But you got to understand the spiritual aspect of it. A lot of us will look at it as as hatred, and that's why we call it haters, right? In a way, it is, but it's also a miscommunication between themselves. It all comes from ignorance too, meaning, the separation, them not acknowledging their wounded child. That's why the true spiritual masters, we have compassion for motherfuckers who's not on the same level as us. And we understand this is not, that's why the master will always say namaste, from the God within me to the God with you, regardless of what your level is. They would just go ahead, you know what I'm saying, and do the head to head thing. No, nigga, we're the same. If anything, from his third eye, he may try to, you know what I'm saying, open your shit up, nigga. That's how much this motherfucker ain't got no problems with you. You know what I'm saying? That's how much the motherfuckers like, nigga, you good. That's what acceptance is. There's nothing weak about accepting anything. But if you have the wrong understanding of what accepting is, then it could be a problem. That's why you see a strong motherfucker, like, for me, mentally, like, I don't give a fuck. You do whatever the fuck you want. What that has to do with me? I accept you. That doesn't make me weak. No. In fact, because I'm strong, nigga, you don't matter to me. Why would I worry about you? You haven't done shit for me. Did you give me money? You gave me money? Do you pay my bills, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Last but not least, hold up. You pay my bills. When was the last time I needed $50? You gave it to me. So why the fuck would you matter to me? You understand what I'm saying to you? Because people who love who they are, that's what I'm looking at. Then if you would have done that, then I would have to worry about you, of course, because it's quality here. You've done for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take care of you. The fuck? That's some retarded shit. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit retarded, baby. It's a little bit. A little bit retarded, man. What the fuck are we doing? Where my shit at, man? But again, it's all perspective. When we talk about immortality, when we're talking about the East and the West, we're talking about a European perspective and an African spirituality. You have to embrace all of that. That's what it comes down to. It comes down to duality and oneness. Oneness is what we talk about in Africa. That's the Tibetans, that's all that way of thinking. It's us dealing with nature, accepting nature, understanding it's not one sided, understanding what metaphysics is. The same laws that are taking place in the physics are also taking place in the meta outside of physics. That's why I could tell a motherfucking nigga, you gonna reap what you sow, right? You reap what you sow, right? Well, that's what happened. Like, if we the great farmers, we understand that. Us great farmers, I'm a great farmer, baby. I know what I'm planting out here. The fuck that I was stupid. I was stupid. What the fuck? See, that's why karma to you is gonna be a problem. But karma to me, I understand. Listen, and I'm of that too. To the pure, all is pure. So if I'm gonna plant anything, you know it's gonna be good, baby. You know what I'm saying? I represent the goodness in itself. Can't touch this. Even if you try, it's gonna burn your hands, man. This is fire. You know the kids are Leo. Too much. It's gonna burn you, man. But you didn't know that though. Scotty didn't know. Scotty didn't know. What the fuck, Scotty? Shit's in front of you, but Scotty still didn't know. Fuck Scotty. Scotty! Wow. But anyway, to conclude, my niggas. Now, when we talking about, again, because that in itself, man, I feel like it should be the introduction to what I'm going to be talking about, which I don't even know yet. Because I kind of went about this in like two different ways, right? So this is gonna be the introduction to the introduction. Now, dot. That's it. But most importantly, man, so we're talking about, like perspective here and how far it goes. That's why they telling you changing your mentality, change your thoughts, changing your life. Now, thoughts, we're not talking about just ideas here. We're talking about your daily fucking routine, how you look at life. That's why they say you know better, you do better. Not having knowledge or an idea what couple shit is. No. We're talking about from the perspective of where you are, what you understand, what is palpable to your motherfucking ass, what makes sense to you. That's where you at. You know what? What makes sense to you? That's where you at. If what makes sense to you, let's just say, yo, you do some shit like 5 times, you always like, oh, why the fuck did I do that? That was stupid. Yeah, that's because you are. You know what I'm saying? You are realizing how stupid you are, but you still want to be stupid, and you still acting stupid. You wilding out here. Not only, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? How stupid? How stupid you trying to be? How stupid do you want to be? You see what I'm saying? And that's what insanity is. It's to do the same thing knowing that it doesn't work. You're still doing it. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the nigga, like, was it the Ford motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? He found out 350 ways doesn't work. Now you're still looking for one way that it doesn't work. Not even 2 or 3 ways it doesn't work. It's one way. You stuck on that. It doesn't work. Man, fuck it. It was a bad day. Tomorrow's gonna be better. Oh shit, still doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? One of these days. One of these days. All right. One of these days. Yeah. One of these days. But anyway, man, I think I'm gonna leave it here, man. So anyway, we're gonna come up with a title for this thing. Um, definitely, man, it's nothing but love. Everything I step out, you know what I'm saying, because I miss you guys. And it's just been a whole bunch of blessings. It's just, I gotta take all that shit in. But you already know, I shit, my Lee.